It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Seahawks and the Panthers, and it comes your way next.
It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, week 2 of the season. Greg, as you get the season going, you want to get that first game under your belt. Now, it almost feels like all the buildup is past. Now we're looking ahead to this long marathon of a regular season.
Absolutely, and this is really where you fall into the pace of the NFL season. All off season, no matter how hard you try to say, all right, week 1 is just one.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, we're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. On the bootleg, it's Smith. Metcalf, left side, he's got it. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's second and 9. They'll motion over Metcalf. Throwing on second down. Smith. Complete. Metcalf with the grab. Here's third and 7. Working out of the gun. Smith. That is brought in. He is in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. His first touchdown of the new campaign. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
When we sat down with him earlier in the week, Mike, as you would imagine, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up the fact that he had 4 interceptions in last week's game. You could tell it was still on the top of his mind. He was still working to put it behind him. I think my biggest takeaway was just how excited he was to get back on the field and have a fresh start. And I think we want to see him get off to a fast start here early, get some easy completions, put last week behind him. If he can move forward and he can play to the level he's capable of, I think they're going to have a lot more success here in this one today.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Still second down.
Young going to give it to Brooks. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Out of the shotgun, Young gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Seahawks offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. For first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tackle. They'll run the toss with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, Smith. This one into the hands of Smith and Jigba. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
So after 1, it's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Young. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. They send a receiver in motion left. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Well, Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand? or do they start putting the ball in the air?
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. The tight end Fant in motion. A 2nd down throw for Smith. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. From the gun, it's Gino. This one caught at the 4.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2. 3rd and goal. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. Gino going to throw for it. To the goal line and in. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. He's going to tuck it and go. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. A 2nd down throw for Young. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Here's Young. That one knocked away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Now a 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end, that's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
Goes this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. His kick is good. And the Panthers get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to take over just before the half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Smith. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Smith. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Oh, looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Seahawks are out in front as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Panthers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw, Young. A throw left side caught by Sanders.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He finds his man. It's Dortch. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 54 yards.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
The motion man is Sanders. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks
Delay
at the
of
clock.
game.
Clock says
Offense.
0. That's a delay of game.
Still first down.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. Here's a 2nd and 9. Man in motion, heading left. On 2nd down, Young. And that one incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Back to throw, Young. That one is complete to Hardman. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time conversion there on 3rd down. Finding yourself trailing at the moment, the last thing you want to do is waste this promising possession. Now, with that throw, they find themselves deep in their opponent's territory. They have to come away with the touchdown to try to cut into this deficit. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard?
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Jonathan Brooks, touchdown, Panthers. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. They'll go play action. It's Smith. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after 1st down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Smith. That's caught by Tyler Lockett. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
Taken at the 19. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm and ends up getting away from him.
That's taken it. It's Xavier Legette. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground inside the 40, a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Young. Quick throw taken in. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. To throw is Young. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. They'll send him over to the left. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down. On play action, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
A throw right side is intercepted. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line. Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Smith. This one complete to his tight end Fant. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll try and run it with Walker.
3rd and short, you think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight, so as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. But this defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide, nowhere to cut, take him down for a loss.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. He's got his tight end, Sanders. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still first down.
Awful time to get a penalty. Now 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Young. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. They'll drop to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Young. That's to the left side. Hauled in by Legette. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. And it comes to 4th and 2. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. The Panthers will take their 1st timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Here's Young. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Here's Young to throw. That is caught, and this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. So now an extra point really doesn't help that much. We'll try to go for 2 and make the difference 3. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. The visitors' offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. On 1st down is Smith. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Smith. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. This crowd trying to be a factor, getting very loud now. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Geno. They'll be forced to just
in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down, your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners, as we say so long from Uptown Charlotte.